Happy Wednesday afternoon, everybody. It is Nicky Stees here, and welcome you to the Eagles versus Bears Week 15 preview with Nicky Stees. And if you're new to the Hardcore Sports Network, anyone can please do us a favor. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. And what I did do in the comment section is I put my link to my channel in there for anyone who isn't following my channel yet. You can follow my channel right there. Hit on the link and so you can subscribe and follow my content. So now we're here to talk about the Eagles versus Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Bears, Week 15 at Soldier Field, 1 p.m. on December 18th, 2022, 1 week before Christmas. It'll be our first time back at Soldier Field since the double doink in the 2018-19 season wild card round. So let's get into it. So we're headed into this matchup 12-1. We already have a playoff spot clinched. We're the first team in the NFL to do so, and we got all the leverage on our side going into this matchup against the Bears. Because look, the Bears, this should be another cakewalk game on paper. This should. We're talking about a Chicago Bears team that only has 3 wins. They're fresh off their bye, and their starting quarterback, Justin Fields, is questionable. He's not practicing today due to an illness. It was reported earlier today, so you will not be seeing any Justin Fields today or in practice, and he's questionable for Sunday. There is the possibility that if he can't go, the Bears will be. I can't even say this without laughing. So if Justin Fields can't go, there's a possibility the Bears could have to start Nathan Peterman. Oh boy, that's a possibility right there. It could be Nathan Peterman. He could be the starter if Justin Fields can't go. So that would definitely pretty much all but guarantee a cakewalk win for the Eagles if that were to in fact happen. Okay, but let's take a look. So the Bears here, they're into this matchup. They're pretty much in tank mode right now. Let's face it. So they're 3-11. They're 3-10 headed into this matchup. Excuse me, going against the Eagles on Week 15. And yeah. So this should be an easy win. We should blow through them. Jalen Hurts should ball out. The Bears don't have much on defense. And let's face it, the Bears have been for the last decade a pretty much backward ran organization. They're still stuck back in that 80s era, with that Mike Singletary, Super Bowl shuffle era, Buddy Ryan's the defensive coordinator era. But that ain't work in the modern game. And the Bears are a team. Look, okay, they're stuck backwards. What have they really done to help give Justin Fields? And sure, they drafted Justin Fields last year, but how much help have they really given him? Really? They got Chase Claypool, who he's a solid option. He flashes his talent at times, but there's also times he fumbles. And he also, he drops some passes occasionally. He's not that. Yeah, so he's not living up to his potential. I mean, yeah, he just flashes it at moments, but he's not a truly elite receiver. He's not a guy you consider a true threat in this right here. And what's his face? Darryl Mooney, he's out on IR, so he's not a threat at this point at all. I mean, right? I mean, the Bears don't have a whole lot going into it for them as a team. I mean, they don't have much at all. Right, you got Darnell Mooney. Yep, he's on IR. I mean, they're just not a good team right now, the Chicago Bears. They're pretty much in tank mode at this point, and while we have our playoff berth clinch, we're still fighting for home field advantage. So we come into this matchup against the Bears, we got something to play for, but what do the Bears have? Exactly. They're pretty much just tanking so they can find someone, provide protection for Field or get a better receiver for him or something. And Justin Fields, I'll get to him in a second, but obviously, regardless of how you look at it, this Chicago Bears team is tanking, okay? They're clearly tanking for next year because what do they have to play for at this point? What? I mean, so this should be an easy cakewalk win for the Eagles right there. We clearly have the better defense. Our defense has been absolutely balling out this entire season for the most part. You got our offense, of course. We have Jalen Hurts. I've said we got to consider him in MVP contention. We also got, of course, a great wide receiver duo with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We got a phenomenal offensive line that helped Miles Sanders get to over 1K for the first time in his career. It's just, all around, it's just we're the dominant team, and we're going to be tough to beat come playoff time. And we're still looking to clinch home field advantage against a team that's pretty much tanking. This should not be much of a contest. This should be an easy blowout win. But sometimes you never know in this league. You never know. I don't see the Bears. You never know. The Bears could put up a better fight. Remember what happened with the Houston Texans game? We thought that on paper was going to be an easy cakewalk game, but the Texans made it a fight. Maybe something like that happens here. I doubt it, but it could happen. Who knows? And Justin Fields, like I said, he's still questionable right now. If we take a look at the Chicago Bears depth chart right now, you got Fields is questionable. Right now, you got Nathan Peterman might have to start. You got their fullback, Blasingham's questionable. Their second string tight end, Trayvon Wesco's questionable. And you got who else? You got on the defense side, you got Javen White, linebacker. He's on IR, second string. SLB. I forget what that means off the top of my head. I apologize. You got the strong safety, Jacqueline Brisker's questionable. And yet Kyler Gordon's questionable on defense. And we do know, speaking of that injury report, Dallas Goedert, his 21-day practice window is just activated. So he could potentially play against the Bears, but do we really need – I would save Dallas Goedert for the Cowboys because that's where we're going to need him more. I'd say let him practice with us to get back into shape and use him for the Cowboys. We don't really need Dallas Goedert necessarily against the Bears. That's how I feel about it. But you guys, you're coming in. You can let me know how you feel about that. So I don't really see getting much. I don't see we're going to do a whole lot there, but I don't think we need Goddard. We got a lot of tools right here. If you look at the Bears, right, they're a team, their defense isn't really any good for a team that still tries to do the backward defense first philosophy in the offensive era. Their defense is not good. They're not. Look at most of their games. They give up usually 20 or more. They've had several games they've given up over 30 points. You got the loss to the Cowboys. They gave up 49. Gave up 35 to the Dolphins. They gave up 31 to the Lions. They gave up 31 to the Jets. So they've given up over 30 points several times. So this is not a good defense at all. So this should be an easy game for the Eagles to ball out with. Now, with that being said, getting to Justin Fields. I said I was going to get to Justin Fields. Now I'm going to talk about him a little bit. Justin Fields, he's a guy who he's been doing a pretty good job trying to carry this team. He's been going out there, putting up some nice runs, made a few decent throws. I give him props. He's trying to carry this team. However, he has no help around him to make it work. And he's struggling with a shoulder injury from all that work he's put in trying to help this team. So Justin Fields, he's trying his best, but he doesn't have the right tools around him. And he's running a lot too, which means he's more prone to getting injured. And real quickly, right there, that's the link to my YouTube channel right there. For anyone that isn't following my YouTube channel, you can follow that. Hit the subscribe button right there. So I'll leave that up for a few more seconds for you guys. to copy and paste into your browser. Yeah, as I was saying, you're talking about with Justin Fields, he doesn't really have much in terms of receivers and help from his O-line. So he's running a lot as a result. And a lot of times he's usually the lead rusher on the team. It's kind of reminiscent to the Eagles last year with Jalen Hurts, where he didn't really have weapons. He was relying more on being a runner. But this year, with the weapons he's got around him, he's adjusted his game and he's starting to pass more. So Justin Fields has made that adjustment as of or not Justin Fields. Jalen Hurts has made that adjustment. While Justin Fields, on the other hand, he doesn't have much to work with. So what's he really going to? Right. So he's running a lot and he's getting hurt because of it. They might have to start Nathan Peterman. So the Bears are a team that they're still a disorganized team right there. Even with Justin Fields flashing some potential, he doesn't have much to work with. It's kind of reminding me like what Jalen Hurts was like last year, but without the soft schedule and to rally late in the season. And their defense is just absolutely god-awful, like I said, with the Bears. So this should be an easy matchup right there. Don't be surprised if this is another blowout win for the Eagles. The way this Bears team's looking, especially against teams like the Dolphins and the Cowboys giving up over 30 points, there's a good chance the Eagles could get to 40 in this one. You could be possibly talking about a 42-17 or 42-20 Eagles win here against the Bears. And for those of you guys coming in here, you can leave a comment in the comments giving me your score prediction for this game right here, who you got winning. So you're more than welcome to post score predictions in the chat. So yeah, obviously, so this should be a cakewalk game on paper. We look at the Bears. They don't, like I said, they don't have much to work with. Chase Claypool's the best option for Justin Fields, and he's not the best receiver in the world. Well, you look at us, we got Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins is still a serviceable receiver. You got Zach Pascal still serviceable. We got a good offensive line. So this should really be a cakewalk win right here against the Bears at Soldier Field. So I'm going to go through, give you my keys to victory. So for my keys to victory, first key to victory is simple. Don't sleep on the Bears, because if sometimes when you got those big games ahead on the schedule and you got a cakewalk game in front of it, case in point, Eagles got one on paper as a cakewalk game against the Bears this Sunday. Then they got the Christmas Eve game against the Cowboys. That looks like, and it is a much bigger game. So you're hoping the Eagles don't sleep on the Bears and start focusing on the Cowboys and ignoring the fact they still got a game to play before that, because we're looking to win as many games as we can to get home field advantage in the playoffs and get that locked. So a win against the Bears helps push that momentum a little bit further in that direction to get home field advantage. So that's one key right there, is not to take this game lightly. Another key, obviously, Jalen Hurts has just got to keep on doing what he's doing, passing the ball. He's gotten better. He's relied more on passing and less on running as the year has gone along. As long as he can hit his guys in stride, with AJ, Quez, Smitty, Pascal, and those, even get Miles Sanders or Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott in the passing game a little bit, get Calaterra Stoll involved. Yeah, that can help us out, certainly. Another key right there is the D-line gets some pressure right there, because even if Justin Fields plays, if he's feeling heat, he's not going to have any time to get set or make some plays. He's not going to at all. And another key right there, though, is also, speaking of the D-lines, to stop the run, because D-line plays a role in that. We've done a good job that recent weeks. We stopped Derrick Henry, stopped Jonathan Taylor. Khalil Herbert, he's a decent back, but he's not someone that really concerns me as someone who could really do some damage. So as long as we play the run like we've been playing against the top backs, we should have no problem here stopping Khalil Herbert at all. It's an easy one right there. Another one, obviously, play disciplined football. Stay away from the stupid penalties and the sloppy plays. And if we do that, we should be good right here. We should come out here with the W, get this win, prove that record up to 13-1, which would be the first time we're 13-1 since the 2004 season when we defeated the Dallas Cowboys at the Link. It was also the game we lost TO, but then he did come back and play in that Super Bowl. But point being is, this will be the first time in years that first time since then, we'd have a 13-1 record if we do, in fact, get the W here. So I'm looking forward to the possibility of the Eagles getting the W. Looking forward to coming back here Tuesday, talk about another Eagles dominant performance, giving a breakdown of all the good things that happened against the Bears. So that's when I'm looking to see what happens. This should be an easy win. Like I said, I could see us winning 42-20 or maybe 45-20. I could see that as a final score. But you guys are in here, you can drop a comment in the chat. Let me know what your final score is. Give me your predictions. So I pretty much said everything I was going to say right here. The injury report is not final yet. Could drop some shorts on my channel. Maybe giving if there's any breaking news going on in between now and Tuesday. So I'll still be doing some videos on my channel, dropping some shorts, giving news and Eagles updates on my channel. So if you haven't checked out my channel yet, you want to do so, you can copy and paste the link into your browser and hit the subscribe button so you're locked in on my content. But yeah, to everyone that came in, thank you for coming in. Whether you came in for just a few seconds, whether you stayed the entire time, I appreciate you coming in, rocking with this stream right here. You're awesome for doing so. So yeah, so everyone have a safe, wonderful Wednesday night. It's Nicky Stees signing off for now. And I will be on the Pick and Roll podcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, along with Mitch, NYG, Jeff, and Randy later at 5. So I'm going to get ready for that soon. So until next time, it's Nicky Stees signing off. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's hope for a dub. If not, I'll come back here as Angry Grandpa on Tuesday. But I don't count on that happening. So now I'm signing off. Until next time.